My name is Yohn Sutton. I am the nutrition keeper at the Virginia Zoo, or as people like to call me, Chef Yohn for the animals. My job consists of making food for all the animals at the zoo and making sure to check their well-being and health. A typical day for me is making about 100 to 120 diets a day, and I also check for our grain inventory to make sure that all the animals have food for the month, and I also do produce deliveries and orders, as well as make meat at the end of the day for all of our meat eaters. My educational background is animal nutrition from Old Dominion University. I have a bachelor's degree in that and also biology. Funny story, I ended up in this role. I first started as a herd keeper here at the Virginia Zoo, and then when the position actually opened up, I said it was a pretty interesting job for somebody to do, and I was actually offered the job, so I took it, and it's been great ever since. Animeals is something kind of interesting we came up with to give the animals some sort of stimulation to have other than just having chopped up produce on a daily basis. So Animeals is a way to make enrichment fun for the animals as well as nutritious, and it also helps them kind of go back to like a natural type setting with the way we present diet to them. Teamwork is definitely a big help in this kitchen, especially when you have about 100 to 120 diets daily to make. So I have lots of help from our rovers here at the Virginia Zoo who are fantastic, and I also get help from the keepers to give me a daily briefing on what the animals like and dislike, as well as what is nutritionally needed and what we can do to make lives better for our animals daily. I think I love my job the most because on a daily basis it seems on paper that it would be fairly regular, but it changes on a day-to-day basis because you never know which animals you have to encounter and what kind of things they like and dislike. Things can change with animals just like with our human appetite, so it's kind of an interesting experience to learn on a daily basis what our animals need. Fun fact about this job is that you can never expect things to work out the way you planned, especially with an Animeals that we did one year with our venture on Tastic. We gave him a little cantaloupe that was hollowed out. It was in the shape of a little Binturong Muppet, and I figured he would just take the grapes out of it and just kind of eat around it, but instead that little Binturong actually took the entire cantaloupe and broke it up the tree and actually ate it, so it was pretty funny to see that he was able to do that. So here we have is our meat freezer where we store all the frozen meats for our animals that we deliver on a daily basis. We have different types of meat for the lions that come in like a little meat roll. We have bones in there for them. We have fish. We have mice and rabbits for feeding out to reptiles and to birds of prey. And we also keep other things like mush balls in here too for our sloths. our produce cooler here. We have two doors, one from the outside and one from the side for keepers to come in. But this is also another door that we can use to kind of get quick access to produce when I'm making diets. We keep everything from greens to veggies to apples and oranges and pears in here, sometimes pineapples. So this is our grain freezer, which we are actually increasing the temperature of this and turning it into a browse freezer fridge. So what will happen is we're going to take browse from St. Brown's and from other donations and actually put it into the actual cooler so that keepers can come and access it when they need to get browse to their animals. So this right here is our grain room. This is where we keep the majority of our grains. We have herbivore diet for our giraffes and for our rhinos, and we also have these white purple bags of Missouri product for a lot of our primates. And if you turn around, you'll see the enrichment room. I take care of the actual food enrichment stuff so that we get little treats for our animals, and there's also toys in here as well for them, for keepers to grab for those guys.